righty. Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and thank goodness it's Friday. And we're getting down to the countdown. Oh, wait a minute. No headphones set. Let's try that one more time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Doc from North America. It is TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. We've been waiting for this countdown for months upon months upon months upon months upon months. We just can't wait. Get this over with. Get it done. Mr. Trump's out there campaigning everywhere. And oh, here we go. October non-farm payroll numbers. What did they do to that? I have the stock market up, but I don't see it doing that much. And I have, what do I have? I have the dollar index up on the screen. You can see a lot of that red for the last 3 days. A little pop today. You can see that when it comes to both the histogram here. I'll show you the histogram, like so. See, it's moving up a little bit today. And at the same time, you can see with all that red dotish gig going on, it's another pop up again. Whatever came out, the employment numbers, October non-farm payrolls, 12,000 versus 100,000 estimated. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So October unemployment rate now is at 4.1%, and I think we mentioned yesterday that that the last 9 quarters. So in other words, 2 years and 3 months, 9 quarters. There's 4 quarters in a year, 4 quarters in a dollar. See, September non-farm payrolls revised to 223,000, from 254,000. So anyhow, the growth in our economy and employment has been coming from only one major thing, and that is the government. They've been hiring people left and right for the last 2 years and 3 months, and the private sector has been shrinking. And so with the unemployment rate down to 12,000, you would assume they would be thinking, hey, maybe we're going to lower rates definitely next week. As you can, here we go. Show you. There's the S&P 500 on a short-term 137 tick. You can see that right there. Let's see, where'd the news come out? The news came out right in here somewhere. Right there. The news came out right there. The first inclination idea was to sell a little bit. Then they lifted it. This is just over the last 4 minutes. Let's just shrink this down a little bit. But this is just the last 4 minutes. So the news came out here. It's the moment that the news came out right there. It's 7:30 and 30 seconds. There's 7:30 and 25 seconds. There's 7:30 and, is that right? 26 seconds. It has to be. Let's see. That's 7:30 and 20 seconds. Wow. Move it even more over. Let's see if we can do. Let's tighten that puppy up. Just want to see where it landed. There. That must be it right there. There's 7:30. So the news comes out. They jack it up, sell it down. This is all in like 6 seconds. Literally 6 seconds. I mean, right there is 7:30. Was it 7:30 and 1 second right there, and right there is 7:30 and 10 seconds right there. So from there to there is just 11 seconds, and then they base it and they lift it up. They go, oh, wait a second, interest rates will be cheaper. Cost to carry is lower, so you can put on better spreads, and so you can do a better arbitrage, that type of thing. And so what we got here is you can see that the stock market has inched up. Not a lot. It wasn't exactly insanely wild. It was the S&P 500 was at 578, basically, 5,758. We're trading at 5,765 right there. It's not exactly the most explosive. It got up a whole 10 points from that news. But first they had to have a hiccup. Up to there and then right back down again, and now we're hanging around this area right here. Notice that right there. So this was it. The news came out right there, jumped up. 10 seconds later, it's right there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that long. So it went as long as I just counted 10 seconds. It just ran up from the 54 area to the 64 area, almost 65, and back down again, all in 10 seconds. And so then by the time you take your mouse, you go to put a bid in, it's already 3 seconds or 4 seconds into the action. And you can see here they're lifting it up. And let's see, what else can I say about all this? October non-farm payrolls, only 12,000. Oh, baby. And I guess they're not hiring federal employees anymore. I don't know. That's what they've been doing, is hiring federal employees left and right and left. Hey, Robin, what's happening? So we're happy. We got the news done. That's the whole game as usual. Manipulation, labor force participation rate, 62.6% in October. But unemployment is up to the 4.1 area. Let's see if that's an increase. I think it's unchanged. Is it? I thought we were at 4% or 4.1 already. So we'll see as time goes on. But oh yeah, it was 4%. October average hourly earnings was was up 0.4% year over year. So it must be the government employees are getting raises. Give those government employees raises. Yes, indeed. The bonds are moving down in bips. The yield has gone down, so interest rates are dropping. Let's put that up on the screen. You know what? Let's do it on the other screen because of the action. Are we there? Yeah. Let's put it up on. Let's see. Where we go? Not there. Are we there yet? Right there. There's the 30-year bond. And you can see it is rising in price. And if it's rising in price, traders, what do we know about that? We know that when the bond price is rising, interest rates are dropping. So that's cool. That's a good thing. People want to see interest rates lower. September jobs report was also revised. Initially, it was 254,000. They lost 31,000 total off of it. And who knows what it'll be next month? They may find even more. Remember, it's all government. Mainly, the only thing pushing our labor numbers up for the last 2 years and 3 months is government jobs. That's it, government jobs. And so that's why yesterday they saw those job numbers and went, whoa, wait a minute. And that's why they started taking a little profit out of some of those winning stocks. And today they're pushing them back up a little bit here and there. And will they overtake yesterday's open or Wednesday? See, yesterday was Thursday, right? So Wednesday's close. I don't know. Hard to say. We saw the sell-off on Wednesday, which was interesting. I played the bounce, and it roared up and made a nice high. I only missed like 6 handles. Made like 30 some odd handles. The high was sold one at 68 something, and one at 71 something, and the high was 77. So not bad. Anyhow, then they topped it out. I was happy and didn't, I just wanted to take the money and run. I wasn't worried about the topping. And sure enough, I caught pretty much the top. And here it is now, something like 100 and some odd handles down less from where it was then, What else we got brewing here? Oh, let's show you something here. Some of the webinars on Ducascopy, they were talking about the, let's open that up to there. We've been looking at, let's fix this back like that. This is the one we want to look at. We have the lines in there from months ago, or weeks ago at least. You can see these 2 lines that we've been watching for a while. Now, let's show you what was going on with that. Those lines we've been watching, you can see it bottomed there back in, let me put my cheater glasses on. Right there. So it bottomed there on it. You can see right there. Let me just put a big box around it or something. Like that. You see that right there. It bottomed there. Off the lines, and that was in the 6th of, what month was that? That was October 6th and 7th. And here we are at November 1st. And so that line was there then. And then, you could see how it bottomed there a few times. We could basically accentuate this giant box. It would bounce off of it left and right. Then there was a point where this orange line underneath was like a resistance for a while. Let's see if we can show more of that. You can see there it was a place where it wanted to bottom at times. Let's do something like this with a circly thing. You see how it marched along it, would bounce up and hit the purple and then fall back down and then break down altogether. It really showed some weakness in here. And then, it basically, we always try to coordinate our math with that. You see where it bottoms in here. And this is, what is this? This is where I actually use Newtonian time. It's a 3-hour chart. So every bar is 3 hours. I like to do that for, like break it down. That's 3 goes into 24 type of thing, which is 8, and playing with that 7 between 8 type of thing. The extreme of W.D. Gann, his 0.78. 0.78. I don't know if we ever had that conversation. I'm sure we have, but it's an old concept of W.D. Gann's, and so I like to play with that once in a while, and I do it in Newtonian time instead of looking at it daily. We can go and look at it daily, but the Newtonian time in hourly is a little bit more interesting. And so you can see with our mathematics, you can see when we hit these lows and you get into a buy, it goes up in value. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You see it here. It goes into the cells, and our work goes underneath, and obviously it goes down to the line. I kept on thinking when we saw this area here and started playing with this, the ranges. Now I forget who it is. I should look so I can recommend you to go look at their webinar, because I haven't really looked at their webinars, but I respect the idea that they're actually looking at this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. It doesn't matter how right or wrong they are. The fact that they actually look at ranges and they're talking about ranges, is a good thing. Oh, look at that. Dugascopi's got a candlestick thing coming out today. Trading Japanese candlesticks with 4X trading week. Nice. And where is it? It's usually 4X. He does stuff like that. He talks about ranges. He talks about candlesticks. He does that. He does Fibonacci. He does a lot of interesting stuff. So just thought I'd give him a little plug. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Sometimes I tune in and check it out, the whole gig. So, anyway, that's why I'm looking at that too, because that is cool. All right, now, from there, I got you a blank screen. You're not seeing one iota what I'm mumbling about. So let's just go back and do that again. There it is right there. And you can see how it's been bouncing off of there. Matter of fact, I went after the bull spreads as it's turning up in here. Somebody has bull spreads on there. Wonder who. And so, we'll watch and see how that bounce goes. And at the same time, you can see how it treated that range, resistance and support. Ranges that are built, it goes on and on and on. You can see the orange line. We were playing with that as I was mumbling about that a few seconds ago. How it became a support, and they kept on bouncing off the resistance range and in the supportive range, and then finally that classic 3, 1, 2, 3, and then finally the third, sometimes the fourth one can really be demonstrative. In other words, it really can crack that egg, and it did. And then, matter of fact, this is kind of interesting in here, is this support area right there. Let's put a little line in there. I'm not going to draw too heavily on it, but that is interesting. Because that was a good extreme action, Matter of fact, what color should we make that? Maybe we should make it black. Let's do that. Black. Like Elon Musk. He wears a black MAGA hat. He calls it Darth Gothic MAGA. He's dark. He's Gothic MAGA. So there it is right there. And then you can see it battles its way back up to the orange very easily, lifts through there with no problem at all, not 1, 2, 3, and then the puppy goes and bangs against that and fails, and bangs against it and fails, and bangs against it and finally gets through. That's only 2 of those, and then it sits on it for a long while, and you can see it has been a loud resistance and support area, and now we've rallied way up, way up. And we went down there yesterday, and it was like, what? We're turning up in here like 7 hours ago. It's like, throw some bull spreads on. What the hey? It's options. You know how you can protect yourself with options. So that's what the story is. All right, now where are we going from there? Let's jump over to 222. That's the resistance and supports. We're still climbing. Interesting. Up to 68 now. 5,768. So 14 points off. Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 200 points. They've it was really interesting. There was a trader on the New York floor. Looked like he was about my age. And he looked unconventional, just like I look unconventional. And, the interviewer from the Talking Heads on Fox Business, the one of my least favorite ones, I'm not going to mention who it was, but she was, oh my God, the Dow Jones is down 400 points. They're crashing the market. It's like, it's not even down 1%. It's crash, They lose their perspective of things. So, end result is the guy goes, this is just some end of the month selling. It's not anything major. Let's see what they do tomorrow. And she just calmed down. She did. She just needed a good trader to straighten her out, That's what we need with these talking heads. They need a good trader to just straighten them out. And she did. And she calmed down and she stopped making it sound like the world was coming to an end. So, and sure enough, here we are. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 200 points today. And it's like, oh, they get so nuts over nothing. I can get nuts, but I like to get nuts over something important. Anyhow, that is that. Let's go back over to the currencies again. You can see, like I said, the dollar is lifting up a little bit, which is kind of odd, because when you think about it, interest rates are dropping here in the States right now. We'll go back to that again right there, and we can emphasize it like so. You see, the price of the bond is rising. Interest rates are dropping. Okay. So if interest rates are dropping in the States, why are they buying dollars? Yeah. Why are they buying dollars? Let's go over to the dollar index and check it out on here. I showed it to you on the beta platform. Okay, and now, they've given up the profits. Remember, I showed you it was up high. Now they've taken it out of it. Now it's going back down again. So it lifted way over yesterday's close of 103.87 and got up to 104, basically 09, 0.85. So it was rounded out to 9 or called 8. Either way, it's higher. And now, as I've been rambling and talking about the markets and hyperbole and so forth, you can see here it's backing off. So that makes more sense to me. Because, I'm looking at the bonds and they're lifting. If the bonds are lifting, price-wise, then interest rates are dropping. Why would you be buying the dollars? Why? All right, and then, let's go do this. Let's open up Dukascopy Day Week on the currencies. Let's take a look and see. I'm looking for any other headlines at the moment. Don't see anything else. Establishing a connection. Nothing up my sleeve. And there is the euro. Euro is in a daily buy now since this spot. Whoa, what am I moving there? I have no idea what I'm moving. Is that it right there? Oh no, what did I move? I moved something. We were following something. There we go. We'll go like that again. I guess that's what it was. That's where the blue line was. Okay, so we went into the buy here. And we're still in the buy, for 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Let's go over the spreadsheet. Let's see what the euro says over there. Yep, 6 days in a buy. Today's the 7th day, and 5 weeks in a sell. And let's take a look at that weekly. There's the weekly down below here. We're not really getting, money. You can see the fast algorithm is trying to lift. It's through the manifold, but it won't get through the zero line. Hence, and interesting too, it's telling us some volatility was coming in. You got the green and the red and the green and the red here. So, it stayed in the buy from that. And we're a little bit higher. And let's see. Zipra Kruder, chief economist. Interesting. Zip Recruiter. She's talking about the jobs market. Interesting. So. Something looks wrong there. Did it pause? What's going on? Okay, there we are. So. I had to restart CNBC. CNBC's. There we go. Breaking news. Crude oil is still up $1 and change. We'll check that out when we get past all the currencies. Unless someone wants to see it now, all you have to do is say, "Yo, Doc, let's check it out. See what it is what it is." Now, cable, the Labor government's definitely freaking them out. We knew that. We told you. Tories were going to lose because they were labor light. They were what we call here in the United States when politics is labor light, like light beer and regular beer. They were labor light. And so they lost control. Nigel Farage got his foot in the door. He's going to be politicking to become a prime minister one day. I love it. Nigel will straighten that country out the same way the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher, did. Straighten it out. Get it back into the saddle again. Yep, and look at that. They're doing a smackadoodle. They put out their budget, and people in England, the finance people are going like, what? Like as if they really pay attention anymore. All right, so then from there, we go over to the Swiss. There's the Swissies. Swissies slid into, looks like, there you go, right? Yeah. So it went into, so it couldn't go into the cell because it had the green and the red there, so it went into the cell here. Let's get that little red line back in there. There's the cell. And they made just a teeny weeny little low there from it. And then jacked it. And then right back down again. Still in the cell. And a weekly buy. So you wouldn't be short it to begin with. Because when we're in a weekly buy, unless you're doing it through binaries or option spreads, it's like, no. You got to wait for, the real deal. The real deal. All right, and then from there, the Swiss, we go to the yen. There's the yen, a second day in the sell, which is cool. They popped it a little bit and then knocked it down. That's a good thing. I mean, it went 20 days in a buy here, 20 whole days in a buy. So they pushed it into the sell yesterday. It's a little bit lower now. They got scared a little bit there. And you can see at the same time, you would never take the short. Hence why, traders? We're on a weekly buy. When you're in a weekly buy, unless you're doing it through binaries or options, you don't do it. I want to give you my Bob Marley Jamaican patois sound. Soon come, man. Yeah, soon come. All right, so there's the yen. From the yen, we go to the great experiment. And there it is. So that, I guess that's more of the strength of the. This could be, this particular action we've seen in the Turkish lira might be a good sign, actually, when you really think about it. Not as much as, it's going the wrong way at the moment, no doubt about that. It hurts the population of Turkey, not helps it. But that little bounce up. I think it's more of a stronger euro than it is a weaker Turkish lira. And I think that's a good thing. So, this is a measuring stick, basically, trying to understand what the heck they're doing in Turkey. I don't get it. The great former prime minister, now president for life, Erdogan, is doing something. Whatever it is, it hurts. Let's put it that way. Mommy, it hurts. Don't do that. So that's where we're at with the poor Turkish lira. It's like, no, ow. But he thinks this is a good thing, I guess. I don't know. Making your currency go from 1 to 37 or 38 or whatever it is at this point is not a good thing. Walk into the store, here's 1 Turkish lira for that loaf of bread. Now you walk into that store. Here's 37 Turkish lira for that loaf of bread. Ow! You lose 36 Turkish lira out of your pocket because of his great experiment. All right, and then from there, and also look at that, the weekly. Let me just, I was getting ready to run away, and then I just realized, look at the weekly. We've been wondering about this. Here it is. This is 6 weeks now in a sell. We haven't seen 6 weeks in a sell in over 3 years. The most we've seen in the last 2+ years was 5 weeks. We had a 5-weeker, we've had a 4-weeker, we've had a 2-weeker, and then we had a couple 1-weekers. We had like, what was that, 13 or something like that in a sell, or 14 in a sell out of, I think it was 14 out of a sell out of 104 days. So 90 weeks we've been in a weekly buy, and the poor thing has gone from, let's go back and see. I can't say these things about their former prime minister, now president for life, without showing you the evidence. I can't just. So we'll look at November of 2 years ago, which would be November of 22. Let's see if we have November of 22 up there. November of 22, and then you can see, I can see, we all can see. So there's 22. Okay, so we go like that, right there. All right, so the product was trading at, 2 years ago, the product was trading in the 18 area. And now it is trading, see that? I'm not making any imaginary things up, guys and gals. It was in the 18 area. Now we fast forward to reality. Got up to the 40 area. It's been hovering in the 39 area. So, 90 out of the 104 weeks has been in a buy, and we've more than doubled in price. So you walk into the store and you say, no problem. Here's 18 Turkish lira for that bag of food. And that's 2 years ago. Now you walk in there and you go, okay, here is 38 lira for that bag of food. Ow! Same products, same quantity. Ow! Yeah. Ow! Wow! All right. So from there we go to the South African Rand. Let's see what they're up to there. Let's see. Ooh, a little downwardly slope. We want that downwardly slope. We want silver to go up. Unfortunately, it's in a daily sell for a second day. Let's check out the silver. We'll check out the gold. And you can see they're in a weekly buy. So that's not the best of things. Definitely not the best of things. But, we can see it's intersecting with that upwardly slope it's been on with this little 2-week downwardly slope. It's minuscule. It's small. It's teeny weeny. So let's jump over to the gold. Where's gold at? Let's put it up on the other platform. We can bounce back and forth a couple times. Where is gold? And you know what I did? I fixed the copper. I changed the symbol, and I was right. It straightened out. All right, so there's gold. Let's get the other mouse. Mousy on the wall. Who's the smartest of them all? There is gold. Gold has been climbing. It's been doing that thing. That's the South African Rand on the one page. And you can see here gold has been climbing up, and up. It's gone from the $2,400 area all the way up to the $2,800 area. So that's not too bad. That's a 20% gain? Is that a 20% gain? It's close. It's like 17% gain. And at the same time, what do we have here? We've been in. You can go over to the platform. You can see on the screen here. Let's emphasize gold right there. 17 weeks in a buy. 1 day in a sell. It did go in a sell there yesterday. So you can see it right there. And it's still in that sell, even with a little pop going on up right there. And it's being pushed up a little bit, no doubt. Went into the sell. But you can't, traders, we all know, right? Right. You can't go into a short. Why? Because it's in a weekly buy. Yes. I want to use a Bob Marley accent on that. Because again, All right, man. Again, because we're in a weekly buy. Yeah. All right, man. Yep. We've been in a weekly buy for 17 weeks, and it doesn't look like it wants to go away this week. That's for sure. Silverado. I think it's 10 weeks in a. Let's see. Let's go to silver. That's that. Let's go over to Silverado. Silverado. Hey, Robin, I turned on March silver for you too now. Silverado. Right there. The deck. Christmas silver. You see here, a couple days in the sell. Red, and red. Red wine. Still in a weekly buy. You can see it right there. 10 whole weeks in a weekly buy. 1 day in a sell, going on a second day. And then we go to China copper. 7 weeks in a buy. Let's put it up on the old screen here. Da-da-da-da. Right there. And you can see there, had all that red. Now it's trying to turn up a little bit today. It's been in the sell for 3 weeks. And it's been, you can see here all those red dots like that. You know, so it's been sideways to down or sideways to sideways. And then we look at the algorithm itself. Same situation. 2 and 4. This is the 6th day in a sell. But, is it? No, 3, 6 days out of 7 in a sell. That's how that is. So, you know, it's been, now that we changed the symbol, it's straightened it out. And then last but not least, truly disappointed, we're looking at Mr. and Mrs. Platinum. Right there, 7 weeks in a buy right underneath copper. And what is it doing? Check this out. It's like, whoa. And let's go to platinum. Plat. We got names down here. Every time I replace something now, I do it so you can read it. What is that? It's platinum. Plat. Jan. Right there. There's the platinum. And they smacked a doodled it a few days ago. And they're threatening. Look at that. You can see the fast is, let's just throw it up on the screen here. The fast is trying to get in the sell. And the slow is heading there quick. We got a whole day to see what they do to it. But it's looking a little dicey. Just a little dicey. And you can see it's definitely dicey in the sense that you can see, something's wrong. I got to put the symbol in that one too. That's screwed up. So let's go over to here and take a look at it. When I don't put the full symbol in it, sometimes it collects the wrong data. You know, it's like half of it or something like that. Right there. And right there. You can see here, it's playing with the weekly sell. And it's 3 days in a sell. Right there. And so we will straighten out that platinum over the weekend. And this way, I don't think anybody's watching it besides me and Robin. So we got both of those platforms we can use. All right. Oh, ready. From there, we're going to go over to the energies. I don't get it anymore. I've lost. I'm totally confused with the Iranian government. They make no sense at this point. Let's see, what am I trying to get at? Let's go to crude. Oh, I know it. I want to go over to here. Let's go find crude. They're threatening Israel again. It's like, why do you need to keep on threatening them? Will you stop it? They're going to get hurt. I mean, they're going to really get hurt, Iran, if they keep on messing with them. You don't poke the bear. Don't punch the lion. Leave it alone. It won't bother you if you don't bother it. That's pretty much the name of the game there. Now let's find crude oil. There is, right there. There's crude oil. Now yesterday, it was a little curious there. Yesterday, the crude oil jumped up, you know, because Iran said that they were going to bomb Israel again. It's like, God, guys, stop it. If you don't bomb them, they'll leave you alone. They have to keep on showing you how much damage they can do to you. But no, they don't seem to want to get a grip on that. So you can see here, it's trying to get into the buy now. 2 days. On the other platform, it had green dots. So it's curious here. This may be a very short-lived thing the beta is trying to tell us. And we're in a weekly sell to begin with. Now let's go over to the other platform. We'll take a look at it. Right there. Same situation. In weekly sells, and it jumps into the buy for the last 2 days. And as a matter of fact, there's a green dot there. There's a green dot there. It's not something you want to get long. I don't see it. But they jumped it up because Iran made an announcement that they're going to go bomb Israel again. It's like, do you have to? Why do you advertise it? It's what kind of common sense is that? I mean, really. I mean, it's like, and that's why the Israelis keep on basically only killing their leadership. I mean, all these terrorist organizations and so forth, they killed the leaders, not the rank and file, because they're following orders. That's it. Sip of our tea. Was that my first sip of the webinar? I think it is. All right, and then we're halfway through. So let's let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the title of this webinar. And I remember, I think I talked about it yesterday even. It was like even better than yesterday's title as far as I was concerned. But we didn't talk about it as much because we were taking apart the data from yesterday's news. And that's where we got the 9 quarters of increase in government jobs and 9 quarters of decrease in private jobs. So without the government job increases, we have no growth at all in employment. Now, we go over to the whole thing there, title. Today, there we are, and that is 2+ years of government jobs. Let's get rid of that. There we go, jobs. There we go. So, that is really the problem, is that we're growing over here statistically for only one reason, that is, it's government jobs. In other words, it's not, government is a tax. No matter what the government does, it's always a tax in the end. In other words, they take from you more than they give. So they may give money to somebody, but they take more money from everybody to give it to somebody, that type of thing. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. No growth. So, where we are from there. Okay, so that's oil, deck oil, and you can see it on there. And then let's take a look at heating oil right there. Heating oil doing the same thing, going into the buy, but it's in the weekly sell. So just like oil, it's in a weekly sell, and you're not, you don't really want to get long in here. You want to get short, or at least put it this way, you can cover your short and be flat, but you definitely don't want to be long because we're in a weekly sell with a daily buy. So it just tells us that it could be a dead cat bounce. Dead cat bounce here, over here. Watch that dead cat bounce. Dead cat bounce. That's what it is. It's a dead cat bounce. All right, and then from there, we will go and look at, let's go over and see what Brent is up to. BZ. B something. There it is. BZ. And Brent is trading up like, West Texas for a second day, but also 2 full weeks in a sell. So there's not much of a reason. Hello, a career. Yes, no reason to want to try to trade this on the long side. Just be, protecting yourself from the little bump, the bimp on the upside. That's about it. More than likely, it's going to find a way to roll over again. And then from there, from the North Sea oil, we zip over to Nat Gas. And there is the Nat Gas. Apple down $4 at the moment, pre-market. I guess Apple's profits down on EU tax payments. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, and you can see here the pressure on that. This is the natural gas. And what's that like? There's 5 right there. Let's just move this over so you can see it underneath each other, like so. So it's been in a sell since here, just drifting down, leaking. You can see 4 weeks in a sell right here. Let's move that over. So it's been in a weekly sell for a good solid 4 weeks since that area up in here. That's what that is. What it is what it is. Let's see. So. From there, what do we have here? We have the energy company. We'll take a peek at that, and that'll basically get us done in the energy universe. So I think that thing's in 5 weeks or 4 weeks in a weekly buy. So that's digging on that. Let's hope Europe is feeling some of that pleasure. Not the pain, the pleasure. And there it is, yes. So it's 6 weeks. That's what that is. 6 weeks. Uno, cuatro. Yep. Achad, Stein, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh. Yep, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks in a sell. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. And it's been in that sell since, what's that? That's the September 27th. Basically up in here. Went into the weekly sell. Went down, climbed up, went down again. You can take the shorts. The shorts are the winner or chicken dinner. And so that is where we stand. Now, for some fun, let's take a look at Apple. Apple Dapple. You can see that right there. There's the 30th. There's the 31st. It's not even showing us today. So it's been in a daily sell for 2 days. It's been cleanly into the weekly sell for a couple of days also at the same time. You can see that there. So Mr. and Mrs. Apple were even lower today than they were yesterday. It's more smackadoodle. Closed at $225.91. And let's see, where are they trading it now? Boom. There it is. And the Apple Dapple is trading at. Here it comes. 200 and there it is. $221.94. So it closed at $25.91. It's down about $4. Down $4 in the pre-market. We'll just show you. They started it pretty much last night. Let me show you. See, that's last night, really, that one right there, and that's today. So it's pretty much unched from the slam, from the push down. Pushed down. But, and you can see here we're going into that weekly sell, through there, no problem, just like it showed on the beta. You can see it's been in a daily sell. What does it say on this spreadsheet? Where is it on the spreadsheet? Right there. 7 full days now in a weekly sell. I'm sorry, a daily sell. And 11 weeks in a weekly buy. And it's on the chart. You can see we have the lines through it saying basically, it's going in that direction. Down, down she goes to the bottom. To the bottom. Top da da da. All right, that is there. Let's go over to the beta again. What do we got here? We got about a good 8 minutes, so let's go check out the world. Unless someone would like to see something. All right. Oh no, I don't need that. Let's go there. We go like there. Let's go see what they did in Tokyo last night. Tokyo. Konnichiwa. A little pressure there. See it pushing down, going into the sell. Doing both. Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. And you can see at the same time over on the weeklies, we're looking at 3 solid weeks and a sell. I think I mentioned once in a while when I do that, there's this one trader. God, I don't know why I can't think of his name now. But when I traded with him in New York, he lived down here. And Marty, that's it, Marty. He was a specialist for Freddie Mac and a few things like that. And when he fell asleep on the train, because he was, up like 4 in the morning, he'd come back home at 5 in the afternoon, and Marty would fall asleep on the train on the way home, and he would say sold. You could hear him going sold. And he was asleep. And I remember going out with him and his wife to dinner a couple times, and I was like, does he say sold in his sleep? And she said, yeah, he does. He says sold. So he does. He's sold. Big put trader. So he's always selling. Sold. Sold. All right. From there, we shoot over to South Korea. What are they doing for the weekend in South Korea? Some barbecue. Let's see. Right there. There it is. There's South Korea. Let's see what they're doing there. A little pressure there for the last couple days, actually. 2 days it's been pushing into the sell. It's also 4 weeks in a sell, too. 4 weeks, all the way back into here. We'll just show it to you. Full screen. So this is what's fun about the platform. You can really look in there. You don't need me drawing lines on it. You can look in there during the trading day. And it tells you, instead of just getting 2 pictures a day, you can go in there and look at it 6 or 7 times if you need to. From there, we'll go to Taiwan. Let's see. I haven't heard any real damage from the typhoon that hit them. Hopefully, it wasn't too bad. And you can see here, they tried to pop that up last night. So they're trying to lift that. It's closing in a weekly sell though, but it closed in the daily buy. Interesting. Is that right? It's because it's odd hours the way it is. So that should be, what is that? That is. Let's see, 24, 27. Okay, so 27, 28, 29, and 30. So it's not really, 4 days. It's only 4 days it's showing us. We're not seeing what they did last night, and there is last night. So that's we're not seeing our algorithm. Some of the algorithms do that. The foreign algorithms, they adhere to New York Stock Exchange time. So that kind of messes with it a little bit there. But you can see the pressure on that. That's today, but then the algorithm doesn't complete itself until the close of NYSE. So yesterday, it was lifting up. Let's see if we can get that up there again. Yeah, right there. So that's the 31st. There's the 30th. Wait a minute, something's wrong there. It should be the 30th. There's 29, 28, 27. And then that's last Friday. So something's wrong there. It still hasn't updated. There's only 4, not 5. I don't know why the data is all screwed up, but it is. And you can see the weekly is doing its thing there. From there, we shoot over to... Where do we shoot over to? We shoot over to Shanghai. Let's Shanghai us. There it is right there. A couple days in the sell. You know, we talked about this. You can see it's battling. We won't know until the close tonight if it fell into the stayed in the sell or jumped into the buy. You know, we talked about this. I just have it in my mind that, you know, we're going to see another sugar high over the next couple of weeks. Maybe it's going to be coordinated with the interest rate cut in the United States here. So it may be that. You know, that's going to be Trump plans a new cabinet role to cut cost of living. I like that. Yeah, I can see they've got so much more work to do in China. You know, they really do. You know, they've just scratched the surface. They haven't even scratched the surface yet. They've only put 1 trillion won into the stimulus. They need to do anywhere between 25 and 30 trillion. So they haven't even started really. So we'll see. So I got my eye out on that stuff. All right, we got about 3 minutes, so let's go check out a few more things here. Let's go take a look at Hong Kong. Let's see what they're doing in Hong Kong. They seem to be a little bit more independent. I think they'll front. Well, we'll see this. I said this yesterday. I think we'll see the Singapore Straits Times and Hong Kong lift before the Chinese do their cut. So, you know, more stimulus, because I think they can front run things a lot easier outside the country there without getting their head handed to them. Where's Hong Kong? There it is, the Hang Seng, right at the top. Okay, cool. Hang Seng. Yeah, see, it's a little firmer there. Let's see if we get a couple days of firmness. It's 3 weeks in a sell. Let's see if next week we get into the buy, and that'll start to tell us when the next stimulus is coming. Probably we'll keep an eye on that. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think that they're really good at the way we've been watching them now for about a year. You know, it definitely is ahead of the People's Bank of China. That's for sure. They definitely, you know, see the action coming in Singapore and Hong Kong before it reaches China. All right, from there we jump over to, let's what are we going to do? We're going to zip past. We'll jump instamatically to the Nifty 50, just solely because it's one of the big players in the BRICS. Still feeling the pain. Oof, like going to the doctor. They're just feeling that pain still for being adhered to the BRICS. Oh well, they'll benefit in the end, I'm sure. From the Nifty, we go over to Saudi Arabia. Let's see what they're doing with the metals market over there. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the oil market too, because you know there's this oil company over there, and there it is. Ding 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 ding. Let's close that, and there it is right there. A little red, nothing major. You know, it's been in a weekly sell for, is it 6 weeks or something like that? So that's not too bad. And then let's check out the metals company. See if, you know, the manufacturing over there. Close workspace there. Yes, so. Saudi oil. National Metal Manufacturing. That's what it is. The Saudi See how that looks. That's been relatively firm. A little red dotish. See, it's trying to push into the sell today. And it's been in a weekly sell for 3 weeks. So it's been in the sell since up in here. You know, I guess it's just telling us sideways action, so it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's, you know, sometimes you need to digest your profits. From there, we'll jump over to Rockets Red Glare. That's what we call the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Because all those rockets, you would think that place would be parked in the hole. But no. It seems to hold up pretty well. Another up day, basically. and a weekly buy. So obviously, their adversaries are not paying attention to reality. From there, we'll shoot over to, let's look at I want to say the Deutschmark. It's not the Deutschmark. It's the DAX. Maybe it's the Zetra DAX. I think it's the Zetra DAX. Let's see the DAXy. DAXy, right there. There's DAX. If anybody wants to see a particular international, look at that, lifting up nice too today, just like the rest of them. It's been in that interesting sell thing. It's only 1 week in a sell, but you see dailies have been, pushing in the sells, lots of reds, things like that. So it kind of kept you out of the long side there, gave you that ride down. Let's see how the FTSE. FTSE really looked bad the last couple of days. Whatever the Labour Party has come up with, it obviously is not something that's satisfying the financial side whatsoever. They are not happy about that, that's for sure. And there is the FTSE. Oh, look at that, nice pop. We're a couple of weeks in the sell, but look at that, nice jump. We went from a close yesterday of 8,110 to right now we're trading at 8,192. $81 move. That's a big move for that product. Let's just double check that. Yeah, it closed with an 81.10, and now we're trading with a high of 81.93. So we're on the highs of the day. They have a couple more hours of trading. All right, traders, everybody. I got the title in there. Everything is set. We will catch you all Monday, same time, same channel. I believe it's the same time. We go through daylight savings on Monday, so for me it'll be just an hour earlier, which is all right, but you're on GMT time. You'll just follow along like usual. So this is Doc from North America, which I like the GMT time better. I'm sorry, I like it when I can do the webinar and not have to get off with 3 minutes to go with the market getting ready to open here. So that's nice. I like it better that way. All right. Happy trails to you until we meet again, which will be Monday. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, traders. Have a safe, have a smart weekend, and we will catch you on Monday. Ta-ta for now.